We start tonight with a serious health alert. The North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services is issuing a major warning to all North Carolinians about a concerning increase in Legionnaires' disease cases. This severe pneumonia, caused by the Legionella bacterium, is spreading, and officials are urging everyone to take immediate action to protect themselves and their communities. We dive into what this means for your water systems and what steps you need to take right now to prevent infection.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Switching gears to the world of agriculture and high input costs. In the face of elevated fertilizer prices, driven by ongoing tensions between the U.S. and Israel involving Iran, North Carolina farmers are finding innovative solutions. We look at farmer Michael Fine and his strategy of using composting on a significant portion of his farm to boost soil nutrition and manage those rising expenses. Discover how this alternative approach is changing farming practices across the state. Next up, we have a major shakeup in college basketball coaching. Former Providence head coach Kim English has made a significant decision, changing his plans and choosing not to take the position on Michael Malone's staff at UNC. We explore the details of this move, including English's background, his previous tenure at Providence, and what this development means for the future of the program. And finally, we return to the health crisis, with more urgent details on the Legionnaires' disease warning. North Carolina officials are now reporting 310 cases in 2025, a massive jump from last year, and they are emphasizing that prevention hinges on cleaning and maintaining all shared water systems, including hot tubs and cooling towers. Stay with us as we break down the essential steps you must take to limit the growth of Legionella and keep your family safe. North Carolina residents are being alerted by the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services regarding a recent increase in cases of Legionnaire's disease. Legionnaire's disease is a serious form of pneumonia caused by the bacterium Legionella. Health officials emphasize that the bacteria is commonly inhaled from water or soil, often thriving in wet environments such as air conditioning systems, and has been linked to outbreaks in sources like hot tubs and whirlpools. The NCDHHS reported that there has been an increase of over 100 cases between 2024 and 2025, prompting the public health warning. Symptoms of Legionnaire's disease can manifest in various ways. Initial symptoms may appear within the first 10 days. By the second or third day, individuals might experience additional signs. To mitigate the risk of further outbreaks, authorities are stressing the importance of rigorous monitoring and cleaning of water systems. Residents are encouraged to take proactive steps at home to prevent exposure to the bacteria. Fertilizer prices are currently elevated due to ongoing tensions between the United States and Israel involving Iran. In response to these high input costs, some North Carolina farmers are adopting alternative soil management practices, with composting being a notable example. Michael Fine of Seven Sisters Farm is utilizing compost on approximately 1/3 of his 6-acre property, believing it enhances plant nutrition by supplying essential micronutrients to the soil. Fine noted that composting provides excellent nutrient-holding capacity and reduces runoff, which benefits his crops. While composting requires time and strategic implementation, Fine finds the practice worthwhile. He still uses conventional fertilizer for certain crops, such as watermelons, attributing the use of fertilizer to the impact of higher input prices. Biswanath Derry, an assistant professor in soil science at North Carolina A&T, emphasized the strategic nature of composting. He described it as a circular process where compost is slowly integrated back into the farm system, highlighting that while composting offers long-term benefits for soil health, moisture retention, and nutrient-holding capacity, fertilizer remains a widespread necessity for large-scale producers. Data from a survey by the American Farm Bureau Federation indicated that only 19% of farmers in the Southeast purchased fertilizer before the planting season, underscoring the growing interest in sustainable alternatives. former Providence head coach Kim English has withdrawn his acceptance of a position on Michael Malone's staff at the University of North Carolina, according to Channel YouTube. The development was first reported by Pete Thamel of ESPN on Sunday. English arrived in Chapel Hill on Wednesday and began working with Malone's staff, joining Chuck Martin, who joined from the University of Arkansas last week. The 37-year-old coach spent the last 3 seasons leading Providence, posting a 48-52 overall record and a 23-37 mark in Big East play, before being dismissed on March 13 following a season-ending loss in the Big East tournament. Prior to his tenure at Providence, English had a promising debut season at St. John's, finishing with a 21-14 record and a 10-10 conference finish. Rick Pitino, the head coach at St. John's, praised English, stating, "He communicates well with his team. He's going to have a long career. He's a very good basketball coach. He gets his teams to play hard, and they like him a lot." Before Providence, English served as the head coach at George Mason for 2 seasons, 2021-23, guiding the Patriots to a 34-29 overall record and an 18-16 mark in Atlantic 10 play. His coaching background is extensive, including time on staff under Rick Barnes at Tennessee, as well as stints at Colorado, Tulsa, and Director of Player Development roles. As a player, English competed for Missouri, earning 2 third-team All-Big 12 honors. He was also selected with the number 44 overall pick in the 2012 NBA draft before transitioning into coaching after a professional career in both the NBA and overseas. Michael Malone emphasized his commitment to building a strong staff, stating, "As I continue to build a staff and have great coaches around me that can not only help me, but also challenge me to become the best coach that I can be at this level. And I have no doubt that's going to be a process that I attack." Malone's expanded staff now includes Martin, along with previously retained assistants Pat Sullivan, Sean May, and Eric Hoots. North Carolina health officials are issuing urgent warnings to residents and businesses regarding a concerning rise in Legionnaires' disease cases, both statewide and internationally. The North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services reported 310 cases of the serious lung infection in 2025, a significant increase from the 201 cases recorded in 2024. Legionnaires' disease is a severe pneumonia caused by the Legionella bacteria, which thrives in wet environments such as lakes and soil, and in poorly maintained man-made water systems, including hot tubs, cooling towers, decorative fountains, and hot water tanks. Infection occurs when individuals inhale contaminated mist or vapor, not through direct contact. While most healthy individuals exposed to the bacteria do not become ill, certain populations face higher risk, including adults aged 50 and older, current or former smokers, individuals with chronic health conditions, and those with weakened immune systems. To combat the spread, health officials are emphasizing preventative measures focused on controlling Legionella growth in home and shared water systems. Recommended actions for the public include regularly flushing unused faucets and showers, ensuring proper maintenance of hot tubs and water-using medical equipment, replacing water filters as advised, draining garden hoses, and using windshield wiper fluid instead of tap water. Commercial buildings and healthcare facilities, especially those utilizing cooling towers, are also urged to take enhanced precautions. Officials stress the critical need to maintain correct water temperatures, ensure sufficient disinfectant levels, prevent water stagnation, and conduct routine maintenance on all hot tubs, fountains, and cooling systems.